EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
He's coming. Check him. Man, express. That's track.
Carr now to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back, 93. Mike 13, Mike 13. 65, 65. 65. Mike 13, Mike 13.
Hard to throw for it on 4th down. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing is Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Here comes the boom. I see you.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the slant. Mike 13. Mike 13. He can't hang.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Express. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 13. Mike's 13. He's coming. He's coming. Check in. Come on. Come on, D.
Now Carr. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. These two teams all tied after 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Hey, middle. 46, boy. 46 to Mike. Hey, man.
2nd down and goal. Jackson out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Carr now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
13, 6, 18. He's coming. Check in. Hey, come on.
Throwing now is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Hey, we're good.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 2nd down and 3. They run the toss now with Gibson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Here's Carr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr now on 1st down. His throw here's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Carr to throw again. This is brought in by Gibson. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On 1st down, Carr. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Carr. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And Shark calls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We got three. 31's the mic. I got you.
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
No. 56 is the mark. No, ready. 56 the mark, boy. 56.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Mike 93. We gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 9. Mike 9. Squeeze.
Here's Carr to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Let's go. Nine's the mic. Check.
Back to throw. Carr sliding out of the pocket. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
93.
Again, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Nine's the mic. Gotta do better.
From the 44, Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You're mine. Not today. Mike 9. Mike 9. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 9.
On second and 10, Carr eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. The Bengals on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56. 56. Double dog, that's the way. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
29.
Now Carr.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Express. 734.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr completes it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Card out a throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll run on first down. Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
Not much there, only a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On second down, it's Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing his car on third down. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Check 37. 56, come on.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Pringle.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.